Here we are logged into our Windows 20 Server 2025. We're at Activity 2-1, creating user accounts in Active Directory. Active Directory is the database that holds all the computer user accounts, policies, and other things to manage our Windows network. Let's go to Tools. And Active Directory users and computers is one of the most often used tools in an Active Directory environment. Here's our domain, which is our security boundary. And then we go down, here's our workstations. Oh, we never did create any users. We have not created an organizational unit to store our employees. So we're going to right click. Maybe we're going to right click. There we go. We're going to right click where there is something and go to an organizational unit. We're going to call it employees. This is where we're going to store all of our users that we create. Underneath here, we're going to subdivide this by using other folders for each business unit. So we're going to have a sales, and I'm going to start back up here. We're going to have an accounting, I think. Yep, accounting. We're probably going to have others, but you would create them the same way. You want them right underneath the employees. You don't want sales and then accounting underneath that. You want it to look just like this. So we go into sales. We're going to right click new, our first user. We're going to use the very original name of sales1. So that's the first name and their last name. Their login name is going to be sales1. Login names are not case sensitive. Passwords are. We're going to set password 2, password 02 as our password, but because we're going to leave this normal check mark in here where it says user must change password at next login. As a system administrator, you don't want to know anybody's password. You'll use what I call a throwaway password, meaning a common reset password that the first time they log in, they have to change it. You don't have to use a common reset password. You could just give them something else, but they must change it the first time they log in. So we do next, finish. Let's double click on him. We can enter description, telephone numbers, all kinds of things. If we go to account, we can see they have to change the password at new login. We can say the account expires. We can set logon hours. If we go up here, we can see they're a member of the domain users group. Next step, we're going to start up our Windows 11 virtual machine. Previously, we joined this Windows 11 computer to our domain, which means we can log into this computer with any domain account. We have been using the administrator account. If we go down to other user, we can log in as sales1. Now remember, passwords are case sensitive, usernames are not. So we log in with password 02, sorry about that, and it's going to make us change it. Well, I'm going to go to our standard password 01 just to keep our lab running smoothly and not have people forgetting their passwords. Normally, you'd have some sort of a password policy that would say what the new password could be, how they should set it up, what kind do you have to have. 16 characters is the new 8. 16 characters is a good long password. A good way to create a password is to use a bunch of random words. And someone at work suggested that they use random word generator. This is one way to make a nice long password. So you could do depend, mount, and confuse. And you could put a 1 at the beginning, stick a number in here, capitalize something. These words mean nothing to me. And I would have a password that is very unlikely to be hacked. This is one way to train your users, because the longer your password is, the better it is. All right, it's still logging in. We're still logging in, but eventually it'll get to the desktop, and then we will be successfully logged into the domain as a Sales1 user.